Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today we are making keto stuffing, which is going to be perfect for Thanksgiving and Christmas, and we are using my keto bread recipe, which I will link up above and down below for you guys. So this is very important that you make this because this is the only bread that I've actually used for my recipe, and I just feel like this just makes it taste just like stuffing because my keto bread tastes just like regular bread. Well, as much as you can with keto, let's be real. But this doesn't have like an eggy taste. It's very bread and chewy texture, and with it being made with yeast, it just makes the stuffing feel overall like real keto stuffing. So I'm making some coffee right now on my Keurig in case you hear something weird, but let's go over some of the ingredients that we need for this recipe. Okay, I actually got my coffee now, so you won't hear that noise in the background. Hopefully you don't hear my Instapot going because I'm making a like beef chuck in the Instapot right now. So our ingredients that we will be using is obviously the keto bread I just showed you. We're also gonna be using some celery, some onion. Unfortunately, I only have red onions left in my house and I didn't realize it, so we're using red onions, but yellow onions would be preferably what I would like. Garlic, cloves, some chicken broth. You could use chicken or turkey broth or anything that you have around. Some butter because we need butter for everything. A couple eggs, and I do have some fresh sage that I'm gonna put in, but I don't usually always have fresh sage. That actually just got given to us by a friend. So have dried sage or thyme or rosemary or whatever your favorite herbs are around. And I will be cooking all of my stuff in my Dutch oven because we're gonna be sauteing like the onions and the celery in here. And then that way I don't have to get a new dish in order to put this in the oven because we will be baking it in the oven. So first things first, let's go ahead and preheat our oven to 350 degrees. While our oven is heating up, I am going to chop up the celery, garlic, and onion, and we're gonna cook it in loads of butter in the Dutch oven. Okay, I also just added the sage. So I'm just cooking all of this stuff along with I think it was about 2 tablespoons of butter, maybe even 3 because I love butter. And so we're just cooking this until it's gonna be softened. So it's just the onion, celery, garlic, and the sage. Now, while the vegetables are cooking, we're gonna go ahead and cut our bread into cubes. And I'm actually gonna let it dry out in the oven just a bit because I don't want it to be too moist in the stuffing and fall apart everywhere. Look how awesome these cubes are. I'm telling you guys, you definitely need to try this bread if you haven't tried it yet. Like, I almost feel like I'm holding real bread. All right guys, this is all the bread, and I'm gonna put it in the oven for just about 10 minutes. So now that we're waiting on our vegetables to finish cooking, they're almost done, and we're waiting for the bread to dry out a little bit in the oven, I'm going to use a bowl, and we're going to whisk our chicken broth and our eggs together in the bowl. Okay, so our bread just came out of the oven. If you didn't want to do the whole bread in the oven thing, you can also cut up the cubes 1 to 2 days ahead of time and just leave them sitting out so they're kind of stale, and then that way it's not gonna be super soggy. Or you can do what I did, and I just went ahead and put the bread in the oven for 10 minutes just to kind of dry out a little bit. So now I'm going to put the bread in with the vegetables that are done cooking, and we're also going to add the broth and stir it until it's the consistency that we like. All right, now we're just gonna top it with butter before we put it in the oven. Okay, so I'm going to cover it and bake it for 25 minutes, and then we're gonna uncover it and bake for 15. All right guys, so we have had the stuffing in the oven for 25 minutes, and then I took the lid off and I put it in for another 15. So I'm going to pull it out and see how it looks. So I hope that you guys really enjoyed this video. The whole recipe will be down below in the description box. If you guys want to make this for your holidays, you can still stay keto. Definitely give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you all in another video. Bye everyone.